Hi everybody, it's Janet with Sugarshine Designs back with a project that shows you another way to get more from your circle die cut sets. This card also features this beautiful stamp and die cut Gladiolus set in one of the new Expressions Plus die cuts, Discover. So here's the card I'm going to make for you today. The Gladiola flowers come from the CottageCutz stamp and die set called Gladiolus Flower August. This is a stamp with a coordinating die cut. You can see how it floats over the top of my card background here. I colored these flowers with my PrismaColor pencils, and I used odorless paint thinner and a paper stump to blend the colors, which is a really easy technique to get a nice look with your pencils. The Discover die cut in this project comes from the Expressions Plus set that was released last month in May. There are so many great phrases in this set. Do go check them out at the Scrapping Cottage store. The background was created using my stitched circle die cut set from CottageCutz. I cut various circles using the 4 smallest rings and placed them on the card. I added some clear Wink of Stella to the flower centers to give them a little something something. The flower set comes with a butterfly, and I added 2 of them on this card. So darn cute. So here's my stamped and colored image ready to cut out. But before I do, I cut a negative image of this stamp in the orange cardstock that you see here. This allows me to center and secure the image inside the cut area with washi tape. Once that's done, I can drop the die cut into the negative space and secure it with washi tape. Basically, these steps guarantee I don't waste my coloring efforts with a bad cut. It's really worth a little extra effort. And here's the great result. I love the details on this die cut. So let's start on the card background. I've already cut a set of plain circles and another set that I embossed with this folder to get additional texture. Here's one up close so you can see it. It's time to cut the last set that I embossed with a circle embossing folder. Just arrange your dies and cut. I decided to make 2 circles of every size in plain and in each of the different embossed cardstocks, and that way I'd get enough variety to arrange on my card front. Here's the finished circles and 1 of each variety of circle. These are now ready to go on the card. Here's my plain A2 card base. I had a lot of fun arranging the circles on the front to get a variety of sizes and textures. It was like a really easy puzzle. I took my time and played around with it until I got the arrangement I like best. The great thing is that there's no right or wrong way to do this. However, for a more designer look, you might arrange the circles so they bleed off the edge like I did. Once that was done, I secured each circle with ATG adhesive. You could certainly use wet glue for this as well, or any snail adhesive. Now it's time to trim off the excess from the edge of the card. Just turn it over and cut as straight as you can until all the pieces are cut. Here's the end result. It's time now to cut the Discover word out, and I chose this orange cardstock. I know I've talked about these word dies before, but they are so pretty and they cut out with very fine detail. I really love that. I decided that the word needed something extra, so I coated it with Versamark ink and covered it in clear embossing powder. Then it was ready to heat emboss. I actually did this step twice to make sure it had a super glossy and thick coating. Here you can see that I used a little temporary adhesive on my craft mat so that the die would stay put while I used the heat gun on it. I hadn't tried that before, but it worked well, and I'll definitely do it again. Here's the finished heat embossed word. I placed it on this glitter fiber. I've had this roll of fiber for a very long time, and I don't remember who made it. I tried a couple ways of adhering the word to the fiber, but eventually I settled on using a strip of 1/4 inch super tacky double-sided tape on the back side of the fiber and then pushed the adhesive through it to adhere the word. It not only adhered the word, but it also attached the word strip to the card surface. I was concerned that there would be stickiness through the fiber, however I used a very narrow tape and so there was no problem with that. Afterward, I cut the extra fiber off and then used my Swifter cloth to collect all the excess glitter that came off the fiber while I was working with it. That's a very good tip, and I use that a lot when using glitter. So, now the card is ready to finish. There's a butterfly that came with the flower set, and I colored and cut out 2 of them. One took the place of the dot over the I, and I tried to make it appear as if it were about to land on the S in the word. And next I applied 1 layer of double-sided foam tape to my flower so it would sit up off the circle background, almost as if it were floating. Then I applied the second butterfly so it also looks like it's about to land on one of those pretty gladiola flowers. And that finishes off my card project for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching the creative process come together. If you like this project, I'd love for you to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up too, and thanks for watching. Bye!